Craig, you're trying to tell me something before we're going live. I cut you off with the countdown. What a way to get this started. I'm at the edge of my seat. How are you doing?
We're broadcasting on 2 additional channels today.
This is so freaking awesome. New StreamYard feature. Now we got Craig's channels as well. But Craig, with us being all over the place, I got to ask you, what time is it?
It's time for a very special St. Patrick's Day Friday night audit.
No, a Friday night audit.
Oh,
no, wait. All right, everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit. Maybe I'll get my shit together. Maybe I won't. I don't care. It's St. Patrick's Day. We got Craig Sullivan over there. I'm Glenn Hausman. Will this sentence ever end? I don't know. How much longer can I go on talking, Craig? I got to know right now.
As long as your sock isn't sliding into your shoe, at least another 2 hours.
Hey, listen, check our 3-Minute Thursdays where we tackle the real issues. This week, we talked about socks as a metaphor for life and why you need to have new socks all the time. Great to see you, bro.
Great seeing you, brother. How was your week?
Forget about my week, man. It's a national holiday for all you Irish people over there.
International for us, yes. It is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, I'm very excited for you.
So am I. You know what? Before we get into the cocktails, we'll show this. So we'll break out the Jamesons today. It's all good. Yeah, it's going to be quite a day, quite an evening, quite a show.
Yeah, it sure will.
Corned beef and cabbage in the Hausman clan house?
I would probably have corned beef and pastrami on rye with a little Russian dressing and coleslaw. It's the way us Jews do it.
Yeah, but today you're Irish.
Right. That's true. I am a Beer Happy G of the Outerborough Hausman clan because I had family both in Queens and Brooklyn over there. But Craig, you want to introduce today's guest or should I? How do you see that going?
Why don't you do it? Let's put a little pressure on you.
Oh, I can't handle the pressure. All right, today we've got one of the most amazing people in the hospitality industry, a guy I truly love, one of the people that I first said, this is the business I got to get in. Of course, I'm talking about chilling with the cold chilling, Calvin Stovall. Look at you, bro. Great to see you, man.
You too. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, man.
Hey, listen, when we were putting together a special show, we're like, we got to get a guest that personifies St. Patrick's Day. That's why we came. That's why we came to you. Right, yeah, right. And listen, I think this
Irish. Come on.
I feel like this is the start of some sort of a joke. A Jew and an Irish guy and a black guy walk into a bar or something like that.
There you go. That sounds
Yeah. Look, I'm already getting blurry, and we haven't even started drinking yet. Calvin, listen, I want to talk to you and get to know you, but we can't do that until we do this. That's right. It's cocktail time, a chance for everyone to grab a drink, have a good time. I'm going to be lazy and have a beer today, but you're cold chilling. What are you drinking, my friend?
Man, I am sipping on some Honey Jack.
Nice.
Good for you.
Honey Jack, man. I know it says Remy Martin on this glass, but there's Honey Jack in here, man. And I like Honey Jack. It's nice and smooth.
Listen, I'm really glad that you decided to be straight up with that. I didn't want to have to interrogate you and put you on the
I didn't even have to tell that,
right? Sure. Well, hey, everybody, welcome. Cheers to cheers. It's so great to see you. See you over here. Hey, Amy says, happy St. Patrick's Day, boys. Kim saying, hey, love that hat. Craig. Oh, Amy saying you should have had Ed on. He would have worn. If he happens to have his kilt on, let me know. We'll give you a link. You can come on and kilt it up with us. I wonder, Dave's not here. Usually he's stalking us by now. I wonder if his wife's having that baby right about now or something.
Ooh, good point. Could be.
Wow.
Hey, why don't you call him on your cell phone and play it live for the audience? Let's see what he says.
We've worked it out. We've already worked it out to have a camera in the delivery room. So that'll be a very special Friday night audit. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm sure the people at YouTube will be absolutely delighted by that particular episode. So, Calvin, welcome. We're really happy to have you here. This is a lot of fun. I haven't gotten to see you in person in forever, ever.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I just want to I would love to be able to go and hang out, have a good meal, and have some laughs. But how's life down there in North Carolina?
Oh, it's good, man. The weather sucks. Kind of sucks today, but it's not bad. I think the weather's pretty bad everywhere, but it's raining, glooming. But
it's 53 degrees here. It's absolutely lovely.
But I got sunshine in here.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not sure if you're our first guest from North Carolina on the show, but I feel like North Carolina, South Carolina has the climate to which I'd like to retire to. Not too hot, not too cold.
It's nice, man. I'm from Chicago originally, so not having to deal with those damn brutal winters is everything to me.
And then when you lived in Tennessee, you had to sweat a lot.
Well. It was I went from freezing cold, humidity. I got something in the middle now. I think I finally got it right, bro. Got it in the middle. So man, I like North Carolina. It's beautiful, man. You get 4 seasons, but none of them are extreme. You know what I mean?
We're all pretty moderate. Yeah.
Nice. It's all good. It's all good.
Now, how's it because you're on the road a lot, Calvin. How is it to fly to the rest of the country? I mean, do you have to do multiple flights, or do you have a lot of direct flights?
It depends, man. It just depends. Sometimes I have to do the multi-hop type situation, but most of them are direct. An occasional layover. All I do is pray for, first of all, to make sure I land in one piece, and I don't really care too much. I don't get all bent out of shape about having to do connections and all that crap. I just want to get there in one piece.
Right.
But how amazing is it though that air travel is so awesome that we can bitch about the stuff that we get to bitch about?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It could be worse. It could be like, we have a 1-3 chance of making it, but instead I got a 1-3 chance of maybe getting a second drink.
Exactly. Right. That's a much better situation, man.
Right.
We have they were flying together, Glenn. The FAA put out that ruling. You and I aren't allowed on the same plane. So
I know.
I can imagine.
Listen, we got Chip Rogers lobbying for us to change that rule, but even the powerful, mighty Rogers can't seem to get us to be able to fly together. It's all right, What are you going to do? We did get special permission to be at the Hollywood Bowl together, where Craig and I will be performing on the 21st and 22nd of April. Sadly, it won't be on stage. It'll be by the men's room. But
what are y'all going to be doing out there, man?
Mostly probably waiting on lines because I'm in my 50s now and I got to spend a lot of time by the men's room. So I figured we could incorporate the performance art with the bathroom. It would work out for me.
It'll work.
Yeah. So, Calvin, you're down there, and how's what are you doing with your presentations and stuff like that on stage?
Oh man, I've been having a blast. You know that, Glenn and Craig. I love being on stage and talking about being iconic and all of that good stuff, man. I got my music going in there, and I'm a music lover, and just getting people to be excited about doing what they do, participating in the presentation, and just gets me jazzed, dude. I love it. I'm still having a blast, man.
Sorry, the name didn't come up, but I'm gonna guess it's Mike McManus from the tone of it. What kind of performance are you doing in the men's room? Make sure they pay you first.
Yeah, that's Mike McManus.
Right? That definitely sounds. Oh wait, no, I think maybe it was Todd. I think it was Todd. Yeah, it was Todd Stevens. I'm going to LinkedIn to go check that out. I guess she's not giving birth right now because someone showed up behind.
You guys would have had the live.
There he is.
You would have had the live stream if that was happening. You would have been.
Hey, look at he's got the Jar Jar Abrams movie flare across his face.
Yeah, you sure do.
I have my wonderful light in my dungeon office. Come on.
Yes.
and my computer's not on right now, so the lighting's not perfect via computer. So you just have to live with my nice.
No, it's perfect. Well, it would have been better if it was blocking out your entire face and just instead of part of it.
Wow. I can feel the love on this show.
But come on, isn't that how that's that's good. Now things have got much better. He's got some sort of phone call. It's like he's running a hotel or something like that over there. Well, that's how we show love. God forbid I say anything nice to people I like. I can't handle that. If I'm saying all these nice things to you, I've probably got an ulterior motive and don't like you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Back. Irish Day.
Irish Day, Dave.
Irish Day, Dave. Calvin. So now we have Calvin Toloki, Calvin Stovall. What other Calvins can we find to the show?
Now this is the only two I know right now. The important ones.
Yeah, I don't think we need to keep counting Calvins,
Unless it's Calvin Klein. That's the only y'all get him on here. Get him on here, man. You're smoking.
That would be true.
That would.
That goes without saying, though, Calvin.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what happens here when you, unlike the two gentlemen above me, Calvin. I know you're a hard worker, but unlike the two gentlemen above me that do nothing during the days but get ready to do these shows, I have to still do work.
We have a production meeting every week, David,
that I'm never invited to.
That's because we want to enjoy ourselves in the meeting.
Why would we want to produce a production meeting?
You guys do a production meeting every week, and then we do a show with absolutely zero planning. It makes total sense.
Yeah. You should see
y'all really plan. Wait a minute. Wait. So there's a planning session that happens before these?
Well, I mean, it's a session.
I don't think that would be that particular on a planning session. I would say it's a loose production meeting that the show is up. It's a little bit.
It's 45 minutes of bullshitting and 30 seconds of so who's the guest? What do they do?
Who are they?
Well, yeah. You see, the thing is, Calvin, I don't think Calvin, you haven't been on the show before, right?
No, man. I didn't know what to expect.
We had our 30 seconds to introduce you, but since we've been recycling guests for the last 5 months straight, we haven't even needed to do those 30 seconds of guest introductions.
Y'all been recycling guests?
It's basically it's some combination of Bruce Ford, Calvin Stovall, or CJ Arletta.
It's not that. They've only been on a few times each, but we're at episode 91, and the problem is most people who have watched this show realize what it is. We don't get suckers like you every day, so it's tough.
That just shows that Calvin hasn't watched the show before.
I think
he admitted that freely.
Hey,
I think
none personal.
I think,
but I'm here live.
Yeah.
Live and in
person, live and direct, man.
That's true.
Calvin, once COVID got under control and you were able to get back out on the road, did you go from having lots of free time to having absolutely no free time at all?
Oh no, it's still not back to what I think pre-COVID was. It's picking up. It's getting better. I mean, I was totally done with the virtual shit. I've done
kind of like
this. These boxes, man. I was having nightmares about that, man. So it's getting back there. It's not back to that where it was, but I'm feeling pretty good about the direction that it's headed. People enjoying getting together. Some of these organizations, man, they haven't been together in 3-4 years.
It's crazy, right?
So they're all pumped up, when they're there. So that makes it a little bit easier when you get on stage because they're just excited to be in that room together. Just
what's your typical event? Is it a corporation that's needing to hone their skills? Is it team? Is it, say, a brand and their owners meeting where they're bringing everybody together, a combination of all of the above, small little boardroom meetings? What is your typical audience?
My typical audience is mostly I would say the majority of them are hospitality companies. They could be a brand. A lot of them are management companies. And they'll have in the room, they might have the GMs, DOSs. Sometimes they'll have some of the executive team might be in there, corporate team might be in there, and then you might have some line level people, but it's not everybody. So that's typically the audience. But I also get a lot of real estate management companies that run properties.
Right.
So they'll have all their resident managers, all the engineers, all the grounds people, all of them. And then I also speak to healthcare organizations as well that do like assisted living, senior housing, but all of them all encompass, customer facing, trying to create positive experiences. So the messages may vary by industry, but it's really to really inspire people to deliver great customer service, customer experiences all the time. Nice. So you're learning while you're having fun, and so it's just a great time. But that's typically who I'm talking to.
And that's the best way to be learning. I mean, if you're getting somebody in there, it's like David and just dry and textbook orientated, it's not a lot of fun.
Hey man, that's the thing. I love talking to any audience. I mean, I've had groups of CPAs, man, and they're up like doing crazy stuff, man.
That's awesome.
It's CPAs get a bad rap, man. People think they're boring. Those guys.
Hey, listen, my CPA. Thank you, Seth Kamens, for that lovely job you did for me on my 2022 taxes. So I was able to do things. I appreciate that.
That's awesome. I'm impressed you've already done your taxes.
Dude, I totally don't be impressed, but I don't like to brag, but I did get my 2022 taxes done already. But
wow.
But yeah, it's the first time in 10 years I got it done within a year of the deadline. So
that's awesome.
I'm turning over a new leaf, Calvin. What's that?
Craig, are your taxes done?
No, they're not.
Okay.
I think he's still working on his 2017.
No.
Sorry, he did get those in last month.
2020.
Yeah. What happened to David, man? David comes in and out.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole premise of the show, that he's a producer. He's supposed to come in and out, but then he got this job being a GM. So now shit keeps happening. He's got to keep going and doing stuff. Yeah. So, Craig, we haven't done any St. Patrick's Day stuff yet. And I want to talk a little bit more about what Calvin talks about on stage and stuff. But I feel like we got to get a little, shenanigans going. And honestly, Craig, you got me the shirt. I appreciate it. But shenanigans just makes me think of really bad comedy clubs in the 80s,
Shenanigans really outdates bad comedy clubs of any type.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Amy's saying, hey, I'm with you, Glenn. This is the first year we not only got our taxes done before the due date, we've already gotten a return. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yay.
That's awesome. Woo! I've been imagining what my return's going to be and hitting buy now a lot online. But we got spring coming, Calvin. So I got to do stuff in the backyard, because there's a lot of responsibility here to get the Houseman Resort, pool club, smokehouse, dispensary, soon to be brewery up and running for the season. So today we had a big power washing, which was really exciting. There's something sad, Calvin, about that being the most exciting thing of your week, is getting a power wash. I remember when it used to be, when I was in college, oh, that girl's gonna go out with me. Now it's like, hey, power wash.
Power wash, baby.
Yeah. You want to see how clean my paving stones are in the back? Oh,
why weren't you out there?
And that fired her up. That fired her up, didn't it?
Oh, it's fine. I'm fired up. Let me tell you, I can't contain myself. But Craig, we're talking St. Patrick's Day over here. So
I want to know why you weren't filming all of that, because that's content for you to deliver to the masses. You're the GOAT.
So I'm not a big into St. Patrick's Day because I don't know much, but the one thing I do know about St. Patrick's Day is when I was in my late 20s and I lived on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, the St. Patrick's Day parade would end right near my house every single year. And for the next 2-3 days, you're dodging vomit from all over the street, as if Yeah, it's really, it was insane.
It was like living in New Orleans.
Right, exactly. Exactly what it's like. So, Craig, you're going to have to give us a little lesson in all of this. Tell me when to start the slides if you want to do
Start them now. Let's give you a little bit of background on the Irish. Okay, malarkey is our Irish word for bullshit. So that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
also,
that makes sense. Now Amy's saying, hey, that all depends, Glenn. A good power washing can be key to date night. That's true. And as Todd said earlier, make sure they pay you first is what I would say. Oh, God. David, you're muted.
What a day. What a day. Let me tell you guys.
Yeah.
The only thing that can make this day longer, more stressful, and probably worse than it already has been is being on this show. But yet, here I am.
You're a glutton for punishment, David.
I like how you put it back to that side, David, so it would just feel right.
That's my side. Nobody can take my side.
Craig, what do we got over here?
What we've got here is a shamrock.
Yeah.
Okay, not a four-leaf clover, which is not a sign of the Irish people. The shamrock is. And I want us to petition the playing card manufacturers of the world to come up with a new suit and let's use the shamrock.
Interesting. You know, I feel like I've seen red and green cards before, and they made all the black cards green cards.
Could be, but they don't have a shamrock in there.
I feel like I was promised.
That's true.
Yeah,
I feel like I was promised a deck of black Click Connect cards.
Yes,
that got delivered to me. So
I will get those right out to you, producer David.
You know, of all the things I have, you know, I'm a gambling man. You know, the one thing I want is the cards. You don't even send it to me.
Hey, I got you the teacher so that you can start, making all types of money. So,
no, which T-shirt? The St. Patrick's Day T-shirt?
No, the card teacher.
Oh, the teacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I'm sorry.
She's a very busy woman.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Every night.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like this T-shirt would also be good for whoever's running a bachelorette party or something like that, right?
There we go. Now, you go to the next one, Glenn?
Boom! There we go.
Shenanigans. If you're Irish, it's in your DNA. It's all part of life is being Irish. So, and again, you've got a shamrock in the middle there, not a four-leaf clover.
And Guinness.
That's Irish foreplay. What else do I have to say about that?
You can tell me, Craig, in your best Barry White voice, tell me how to pour a really good Guinness.
You pour very, very, very slow. You wait for the can to settle before you have that first sip of magic.
This is scary.
And somehow Calvin has not said he's got an internet issue and dropped off the show.
I'm like, something happened. Something happened.
You know, let me say that Guinness used to have some of the best commercials when they had that brilliant commercial. They had the two like drawn caricatures. Brilliant. Everybody remember that? Or am I just me? See?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like that's Red Bull.
Nope, not at all.
But you know those Red Bull ads that are I don't know. Guinness, it gives me wings.
It does not give you wings. Now, do you
I would never stop talking, and Glenn and I would be talking over each other throughout every show. So
he's taking over. Brilliant.
These guys.
Oh yes. That I remember.
So, Calvin, are you regretting your decision to join our show today?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm still in the game, man. I'm still in the game.
We still got 35 minutes.
We got drinks. I'm in.
It gets better with the more alcohol you have, Calvin. Hey, look who's here.
Hey, Dr. Producer.
Maybe she should grab some screenshots because none of us are capable of doing that.
Yeah, I'm not capable of anything. Well, I am very capable of drinking this. It's about all I can handle. It's amazing I get anything accomplished.
I have you know, in Chicago, I grew up in a housing project in Chicago, Cabrini Green. And I have on St. Patrick's Day, my mom always fixed corned beef and cabbage.
No way.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an Irish staple. It's one that I do not partake in, but yeah.
Was Cabrini Greens where Good Times was featured?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so.
That was pretty good.
I loved that show so much growing up. Yeah.
That was good, man. Yeah, it sure was. Even though I never saw any of them.
You did it. It's such a good show. Well, at first,
it was a great show. I'm talking about the actors in the project. I'm talking about I never saw any of the actors. I saw all the shows.
Shocking. Really? J.J. Jimmy Walker wasn't painting out there?
I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Suzanne's boiling her beef now for
oh, there you go.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
So, do you guys?
That's me after a date gone bad. Boom. Wait,
I'm boiling up.
Is anybody having shepherd's pie today?
I had it yesterday, as a matter of fact. So it was good. It was good.
What's in shepherd's pie?
What's in shepherd's pie?
Yeah,
it's mashed potatoes, beef, gravy, carrots, onion, few other vegetables in there, and it's the chicken pot pie shape is based off of a shepherd's pie, unless you put it into a different container. And it's absolutely the best. Glenn, next time you're out here, we'll go to Muldoon's and you can try that. You'll love it.
I feel like shepherd's pie in California is not where you need to go.
Oh, that's what it looks like?
Boston.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a Boston thing, not a LA thing.
Oh, I'm not in LA. I'm in Newport Beach. Thank you very much.
It's all the same thing to me out there, okay? From Anaheim to San Francisco is LA.
Well, trust me, that urban spread has happened, and pretty soon LA will engulf all of Southern California.
Now, I saw, Craig, that your guys' reservoirs, and
they're filling up.
They're about 80% full now. We're down to, I believe, less than 35% of certain areas in the state are still in a drought scenario. But
that's great. That's going to make it so much easier for the Nestle people to take it all.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. Well, it's Nestle and the Wonderful company in their in all their products.
Yes.
So, they're the number one grower of pistachios in the United States, and pistachios take twice as much water as any other crop.
I thought almonds was a culprit.
Nope, it's pistachios. But they also do the almonds, so they're doing all of that. And they also run a few of the water boards too, so they can sell the water back and forth without it ever moving from one tank to another.
Oh, I thought you were talking about torture techniques there for a second.
Now, do you guys know that almonds?
One person's torture is another person's pleasure, Glenn.
Yeah.
You guys know that almonds are not considered a nut.
They're not?
No, they're not nuts. They are actually
legumes.
The peach family.
Really?
Yeah. And I learned that from my wonderful allergic wife, who is allergic to nuts. And one day I saw her eating, I think, an almond joy or something like that. And wow, I was like, oh, are you about to die? And she was like, no, because almonds are the peach family, not part of the nut family.
Interesting.
Wow. So come on here and learn something.
You guys all know.
I guess that's why they call it almond joy, right?
For the hard-hitting facts about almonds.
This is why people tune in week after week here at the Friday Night Audio. We tell it like it is.
It's educational.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now that shows like 2020 and all of that kind of stuff became just like murder shows. We got to cover everything else.
And in case you didn't trust me, Facebook has the information for you right there.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
as we all know, if it's on Facebook, it must be true.
Yeah. But because I guess because you were able to cite that fact, they only discovered it in 2007 or something.
Well, let's see. I discovered it in 2000. I met Annie in 2008. So right around 08, 09. So
yeah, I nailed it.
That's really when it became a fact.
Calvin, Calvin, that would be AD for after David.
After Dave. Yeah.
Anything pre-1987.
Before David, AD is after David.
You don't know anything before 1987?
There was a time before 1987?
There were no calendars. There was no time. Just everything collided at once.
I'm literally the Big Bang.
We got a calendar.
What is it so special? Why is 87 so special? Was that the year you were born?
That was the year I was born.
Yeah, of course.
So right. It's very really annoying.
It didn't happen
because now you're thinking about how you had your driver license and all of that kind of stuff by then.
The running joke here, Calvin, is that Glenn and Craig and Doreen and everybody else that watches this show will end up throwing some random reference from like the 60s, and they're all about, yeah, that thing was awesome. I'm just sitting here like,
you're like, it doesn't register.
So they'll come to me and say, do you know who that is? And I'm like,
nope.
I bet there are some people back then.
Hey, they tried to get me, and they played several slideshows, several 70s TV characters, and I think I nailed almost every single one.
See?
Yeah. All right, hold on. Speaking of 1987, Amy's got something. And Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
Don't.
Do you know what that is?
Wow.
I'm assuming that it's an almond joy commercial.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
That's back when commercials used to be so cool.
They did, man. They're not as clever, the
only clever commercials right now. I've said this before, so I don't want to come off like I haven't said this before, but I think insurance commercials are where all of the action is happening on TV.
Yeah, TV.
Right.
Do you guys see the recent? This might not be that old because I don't really watch too much TV, but there was I want to say it was Progressive, and they had
Progressive's commercials are serialized now. They're telling stories.
Yeah. I like those when you turn it into your parents. Those are great.
You have to see the one where it's basically it's this guy is about my age talking to his father. Right. His father gives him some advice. The son my age doesn't listen to it, but then
the TV dad.
God, I'm blanking on it. Yeah, the dad from Family Matters.
Yeah, TV dad.
TV dad.
TV dad says the same exact thing.
Dad.
Says the same exact thing, and it sounds like, oh, that makes total sense. and the actual dad is like, I just said that, and he was like, no, you didn't.
I love that.
Speaking of insurance, Glenn, did you call Jonathan yet?
What now?
Did you call Jonathan yet? Get your $9.95 insurance policy?
I have not. I need to get on that.
Hey.
What is a $9.95 insurance policy?
Colonial Penn has a salesman by the name of Jonathan who's been doing all these commercials for a few years now, selling a life policy for $9.95 a month.
And you can't be refused.
Exactly. And come on. Glenn's at an age now where he needs to start thinking about it.
It's so funny. I grew up on the whole TV thing, and so many things are ingrained in my brain. Now how much did you pay?
The phrase that gets stuck in my head right now is the avocados phrase.
Oh,
avocados from Mexico.
Ed's getting his kilt on.
Yep.
Ed is getting. Amy, send a picture of that. I would.
No, we're gonna send him a link. He can join us.
That's true. We could.
Yeah, no. We already said we would.
You weren't here, producer David.
Yeah.
Do you guys bring on surprise guests when people you don't?
It happens.
Once in a great while.
It has. Okay, that would have been cool.
It's not because we don't want to, Calvin. It's mostly because nobody wants to join the show.
I like this show. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cash.
We don't want to work that hard. So
that's true. You see, they want me. See where it says best producer ever down there? That doesn't apply for this show. So they're going to start throwing out links and get people on this show. I actually have to do work.
That's
I don't want to do work.
Mm-hmm.
I do as much work as Glenn pays me to do.
Yeah, I was just I was just going to say something like that too.
I basically have, been spending my last 3 or 4 years knowing Glenn just quiet quitting the entire time.
And let me tell you, it definitely shows in his work, and it's amazing.
Hey, Mr. Houseman, I saw you did a link the other day and had a typo I had to fix, so I did my part. Thank you very much.
Oh my God!
Says the guy who has a typo in 9 out of 10 episodes. It's amazing. He barely knows English.
Well, it was made before 1987.
Oh, there you go.
True, the words were created. He only knows how to speak like with LOL and LMFAO.
That's exactly it. I'm going to start doing the type of shows in emojis.
The language of emoji.
I'm going to do all my shows in emoji. What is Calvin? The reason I get the typos is because between this job, the 2 young kids, the crazy wife, I have about 30 seconds.
Typos are off the charts.
Yeah. I have about 30 seconds to put these shows together. I have these fat little Italian sausage fingers that basically hit every key known to man possible. Yeah, and I'm just rushing through.
Little known fact: the fingers and everything everywhere all at once were modeled after Dave's sausage fingers.
Wait, what? Oh, the movie. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, that's great. They've got hot dog fingers in one of the multiverses. Yeah,
I didn't get that.
Right here. Look at that. Look at them.
Hot dog fingers.
So do you put ketchup and cheese on those?
I would love to actually. But actually, we were just doing this with my wife. So my wife, Calvin, is I'm 6'1", she's 5'8". We measured our hands together, and while my hand is technically bigger, her fingers are longer than mine.
What?
She has these skinny little bony fingers to my fat little Italian sausages.
Wow.
Just hope she doesn't throw that hand into a frying pan.
No. Well, she actually gave herself a nice burn on her stomach once when she was pregnant with, I want to say Kylie, because she was cooking something and some oil popped up and hit her in the stomach. She still has the burn mark to this day.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ow.
Ouch.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah.
The meal came out good, so it was all worth it.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
All right, did we do this one?
Yes, we did.
All right, boom.
What do we got?
Here we go. March 17th is St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day, Patrick's Day, St. Patty's Day, or Patty's Day. It is not Patty's Day by any stretch of the imagination. Right. Not this year, not last year, not ever. And this sign was up in the Dublin airport.
Wow.
Okay. So it's with a D. You got it like Patty.
Yes. Yes. No T's in there.
Okay. So I'm learning.
I know. This is good.
This is good knowledge. This is good.
This is actionable insights you can turn into your onstage performances. Cole Chiller.
You can call somebody an idiot, and it goes beyond a Warner Brothers cartoon. Okay.
Where did you guys find this?
Warner Brothers used to make the finest cartoons before you were born.
A nincompoop.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Fool, idiot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
I know what Warner Brothers is because I one time when I was young, and I remember this, went to the Warner Brothers store in Manhattan. Had a blast there. Thank you very much. So I am very well adept at Warner Brothers.
The folks at Warner Brothers, thank you.
From a store.
Yeah. You know what was the most affectionate part to me? The elevator had Superman underneath it going up and down. That was the only part that I actually remember the entire story.
Wow.
Memories.
So Zen had to correct someone on someone's Patty today.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yay. Yeah, it's a whole thing for me when we start getting into the season for St. Patrick's Day. And it's like David's got a slide we'll bring out at the end of the show. That's why I was pointing out the shamrock in everything, because there are certain people who use 4-leaf clovers and it's just a money play. So we'll talk about that.
Really?
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I had no idea there was this whole underbelly of
It's a
deceit going
conspiracy.
on.
Oh, yeah.
No, right?
It's an Irish conspiracy.
Listen, I think Tucker Carlson's monologue is going to be on this tonight.
No.
I did like the idea of the green, the card. That was pretty cool. The Shamrock card, the Ace of Shamrock.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. David, are you still with us?
Yeah, he's still there.
I'm here, but
barely.
Again, somebody in this trio has to actually work to pay the bills around here, and that's got to be me doing the heavy lifting. So
wait, hold on.
Here, wait a minute. Here, David, I got something for you.
I don't see.
I don't even know why you opened that door.
There you go, David.
They get ready to pay you.
Take that, David. Go on.
Yeah, it's $1 more than Glenn pays me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I've got to deal with something. Talk without me for a second.
All right, so Glenn's got an emergency he's got to go take care of. He just basically ran out of beer, so he's actually out running to the grocery store real quick. Because the cool thing about living in New York, you can run to those gas stations and buy beer, unlike in But you know what? Let me tell you, and I said this when I came back from California, when I was out there recently. And Calvin, are you in Cali? Do you live in Cali?
No, man, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in.
That's the other Calvin that lives out here.
So the wildest thing to me was in California recently when I went out there with mid-Feb, got with Craig and everything. California is known to me as this like progressive state, this healthy state, all these health kicks, all that stuff.
All right, I'm back. All right, I see what's going on backstage right now.
Whoa. Hold on. I'm kicking him back out. He's trying to jump on my story here.
Fuck off.
So I'm in California. All this health kicks, all this progressiveness, healthy this, healthy that, save the earth, all this good stuff. Then in the Walgreens, they're selling Magnum 175 handles of all the various liquors. They're selling all these
cigarettes,
tobacco and cigarettes still behind the counter.
Yep.
Long outlawed in New Jersey. I'm like, wait a second. Isn't this like the Prius driving Go Green Planet? But they're selling jugs of freaking whiskey at the Walgreens? What are you doing here, California? We're being very hypocritical. I'll say that. Now I can bring Glenn back in.
All right. Sorry, that was my fault. My fault. All right, we got Ed backstage. All right, so
there was no lead in or nothing. We're just gonna do it. Like
no, I just wanted to make sure that Ed
knew
that we knew that he knew that we got them.
So now we're gonna bring Ed into Glenn's spot.
Wow.
Ed, as the new main host of Friday Night Audit.
There we go.
Hey. Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's it. You got him?
Nice. Congratulations, Dad.
They're coming to us with their AOL feed in 1998.
I like that, man. That's awesome.
If only he could hear you right now.
There we go.
Like
his
we got to take him out. He's like dead. I don't know. Wait, he's back.
Hey,
what's going on with your internet?
What's that going on? Internet, 2 phones, 3 computers, a bunch of crap going on. So it's just killing the Wi-Fi.
Ed's over here running his 2G network.
I just looked like more like we got 1G over here. That's about
Amy picks up the phone. Ed's Wi-Fi is going to drop off.
But he's got 2 ends. He's got 1G, but 2 ends.
There you go.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Meet Calvin. That's Calvin. That's
hello, Amy. How you doing?
Don't believe anything they say about us. It's all true.
It's all true.
Hi, Ed. How you doing, man?
Amy's our #1 fan. I've got a piece of her artwork hanging in my house, and Ed is one of the nicest people you could ever hope to meet.
All right, awesome. And I assume you guys are married. I assume, yes.
Yeah. Let me see. Are you wearing anything underneath of that?
Everything's underneath there.
Oh.
How long have you been married, you two?
7 years now.
7.5.
That's nice. Congratulations.
But we've known each other 39.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We actually met when she was in high school.
Oh, cool.
Really?
Yeah. I married the wrong woman. I had to take 32 years to get it fixed.
Well, you fixed it though.
Wow.
That's all that matters.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Now, how long have you?
I married the wrong woman twice. There won't be a third.
There you go. Me too. Oh, thank you.
We did too.
So what were you asking? Dave, what were you asking her?
Cheers.
I was going to ask Craig and Glenn how long have they been friends, and have they realized their mistake yet?
There's
Wow.
so many mistakes, and we realized them and laugh at all of them.
I really was hoping to be friends with Calvin, but you know, I wound up being closer with Craig. So maybe one day.
Glad we always want you to aspire to greatness.
Yeah, well, that's about all I'll be able to do is aspire.
You are the goat.
Yeah, we still do this show.
I said, did you get to see the kilt at all? My dad would just
Let's try it.
Man,
The internet's much better now. Let's see it again.
That kilt was nice, man. Cold, chilling kilt. I like it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice tattoo.
Now, Ed, do you know how to do an Irish jig?
It looks good.
Actually, I can do the saber dance. Yes.
Well,
So can we get an example of that?
I'm Scottish. No, I'm not going to do that again.
You're holding that on.
You were not on the fence about that at all.
I actually had to do that in church. The last time I did that was for a Celtic Christmas festival that we did down in Richmond, and I was singing and dancing and all. It was just not good.
Do you play bagpipes?
No.
Calvin, he's got a really good set of pipes.
There we go.
There you go. I'm gonna walk away.
Now I have run one race in this thing, but this is my dad quote found this kilt just because I would never buy one, and he was like, "Hey, we found this at one of the games." I was like, "Really? It's gonna fit?" Oh yeah, fit perfect. I have the whole 9 yards. I got the whole thing.
Thanks.
Wow. So wait, so what is it? What when you say the whole 9 yards? What?
Okay, when you say the whole 9 yards, that actually refers to kilts. That's how much material it takes to make a kilt.
Oh, I thought it was a football thing, but that would be like 10 yards.
Man, I am learning so much today.
Crazy.
It is amazing. I'm like,
so Ed, explain what goes into the whole 9 yards then. Like what?
It's how it gets folded, and it goes across your shoulder, then down into the kilt, wraps around your waist, and so it's a lot of freaking material. So if they ever went swimming, they were naked, because there's no way you're carrying that much wool into the water when you're not getting out.
Yeah, no, you're gonna.
David, go watch the movie Highlander, and you'll see the kilt over the shoulder and how it wraps around.
Yep.
That was before 1987.
Sorry, wait for the remake. It'll be coming out any day now, I'm sure.
How much does a good authentic, well-made kilt cost?
$1,500.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got
how much?
$1,500 to $2,000.
15,000?
No, 1,500.
Oh, okay.
But
it's a lot of money.
It comes with a lot of weaponry. It's pretty kind of cool. I don't have any of mine with me, but it's got a very small knife clip. I'll put this up so you can see that on the kilt. Very teeny, little teeny dagger. And that's actually my family's crest right there. You see, I'm Scottish. We're very, very Scottish. But anyways, but then then you've got a couple of daggers, one long one that's about 12, 13 inches, and then 2 for the socks that are short. So it's like, it's the only time you can just armor up, and walk around town, and it's like perfectly cool.
You don't get arrested. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, did you do any parades today, Ed? Were you part of any parades?
No, the Scottish Walk is done in December, the first week of December in Alexandria, Virginia. We go do that one. We've done it once. Amy did it with me.
You should come up for that. It's so much fun. It's all the different Scottish clans, and the families get together, and they have their own little area, and they throw candy to the kids, and there's all kinds of people on stilts and wearing different outfits.
And then you drink for the next 16 hours, and it's amazing.
Yeah, of course.
It'd be a great Friday night audit.
That is. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, Suzanne says, look at all those race medals back there. Amy and Ed, you rock.
They do.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That is.
Very good, guys.
I don't have any medals, but I got VIP badges from like things that opened in Las Vegas.
So there you go.
Yeah, so that's another kind of a totally different kind of marathon that I would have to do.
Where's your guys' next race? Now, Ed, have you ever done a race in the kilt?
Yes, I ran one in Pennsylvania a couple years back.
Wow.
Won my age group. So, in the kilt, no less.
That's pretty awesome. Calvin, you ever run a race in a kilt?
No. I've done a lot of things, but not that one. Not that one, man. I would love to like try one of those on.
I know we got it. Yeah, that would be pretty.
We make that happen.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool.
So by tomorrow, Craig's gonna have all the kilts on Redbubble with all of our faces on them, just waiting.
There you go.
Just yours, David. Just yours.
They're not bad. They're not uncomfortable. It's a freaking skirt. You got to get. So
yeah.
You'll never go back to pants.
Have you ever had a Marilyn Monroe moment?
Another trivia thing in Braveheart.
Wait. Dave just
hold on.
He was born.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses. I had a visual.
What?
Have you ever
had a Marilyn Monroe moment?
Ever had a Marilyn Monroe moment?
Not accidentally.
I had the same vision, and I'm really glad we can only see me from the here up.
Never accidentally, but yeah, it's definitely happened.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my God.
Do most guys, what do they wear anything under the kilts mostly or nothing?
Most do. I mean, most do, but I mean, it's
not
supposed to. It's kind of a thing. You're not supposed to, but most do. Yeah.
Right.
Back in the old day, obviously they didn't. But
That's what I say. The Braveheart thing, you got to realize kilts weren't invented when that story with William Wallace was happening. They did. The Irish and the Scottish did not wear kilts yet.
Really?
Wasn't until about 1200. Yeah, it wasn't until about 11 or 1200. So different.
Yeah, he comes to New York, so we can go to bar trivia because we're learning a lot today, man.
I know.
Right. I am. I'm serious.
There you go.
I just have one more question.
Yeah.
Does Bennigan's still exist?
There might be some. I don't know.
Not around here.
I got thrown out of the one in Springfield.
That's
do you remember that one?
We need to hear.
Glenn, do you remember that one there?
Who hasn't gotten thrown out of that one?
You're not living right in the 80s if you didn't get thrown out of a Bennigan.
Remember Bennigan's, man?
Oh my God.
I never got kicked out. They're like, you've got to go. And I'm like, I'm leaving.
No, they said.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Get your clothes back on and get out. That was it.
Oh my God. That was
Bennigan's is still around.
Oh,
wow.
He Googled it. We gave him time.
We have locations.
In some guy's basement.
Are in Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Texas, North Dakota, Ohio, Iowa, Texas. 2 of them, though, are only delivery. That's it.
Wow.
That's all that's left in the U.S.
What would you have?
A couple international locations.
Nothing any good.
There was one in downtown Chicago I used to go to all the time.
Yeah.
Right there by Illinois Towers. And it was a fun time all the time.
They were fun.
And I was just like Glenn. You gotta go. No, I'm leaving.
I'll tell you what, though, there was I also remember TGI Fridays when that was really big. I went to freaking Beijing in 2014, and there was a Fridays there. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this a reimagined Bennigan's? Now with less flair.
Flair, that's right, flair. They have to have the flair.
Oh, it says since it was before 1980.
Oh my God.
So
funny.
Dave, you missed out on so much.
Huh? I know.
Dave, I think they abuse you a little bit too much on this show, man.
No,
I would argue not enough.
Not enough.
I think I have an EEOC complaint that I have to file.
Oh my God, Dave! You guys,
harassment.
I like your hair. It looks good.
Is that anything?
I said I put my glasses on. Now I can see you. You got this huge haircut.
He did.
Look nice. You got them all cut.
You're all cleaned up. Looks good.
Yeah, I cleaned up a little bit.
He's got like a Baldwin thing right there.
Yeah, he's right.
I had to stop the Craig Sullivan lookalike contest I was going for.
Right.
No, I'd go there if I could. Man, when I retire and become a professor, that's what I'll do.
Yep.
So.
Professor Ed, is that going to be your name?
Yeah, why not? That'll work.
Why not? Yeah.
It's going to be better than Hey You and some of the other stuff we get called. So.
Wasn't Professor Ed the companion series to Hanging with Mr. Cooper on TGIF back in like 1998 or something like that?
That was after 87.
Oh, I know that show. Yeah.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. That was.
Reruns, David.
That's for sure.
Mark Curry, right?
Yeah. Mark Curry. Yep.
There you go.
See, I know some things.
This is amazing.
We never said you didn't, David.
Oh, here we go. There you go.
There you
Cooper. Yeah.
Remember that show? That show was funny, man.
Yeah, was that Holly Robinson Pete?
Yep.
Yep.
I think she got married during the show, right? And then she hyphenated her name or something like that in the middle of it.
Exactly.
Why do I know stupid stuff like that?
WKRP in Cincinnati.
There's really.
But I think that's what your wife is asking too.
Yeah, for sure.
Crap, it's already 6 o'clock.
I know. I was about to say, and one thing our viewers are asking is, when will this end?
Will this be over?
I think it's time for this. For the Plug-a-Palooza, Calvin, we totally screwed you. We didn't get a chance to really ask you about your speaking gig and stuff.
Oh, that's all right. This was cool.
It is time for shameless plugs. Let everybody know what you do, how they could find you, and how you could energize their audiences.
Oh man, I do keynote presentations. I do workshops on customer experience, customer service. If you want to take your organization to the next level and build loyalty with your guests, customers, or whatever, I'm your man. Bring me in. I'll get your people fired up and inspired and excited. You can find me at Calvin@iconicpresentations.net.
Yeah.
You can go to iconicpresentations.net. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on IG at Iconic Speaker. You can find me at all those places, man. But we'd love to be able to come in and do my thing and get your people fired up.
Awesome. And he is the best, and he's been at it for many years. Not to belie how old you are, but you've been at it for a while, and you kick ass. Amy, Ed, you might as well. You get a plug, but since you're only here for 20 minutes, you only get 1/3 of a plug.
Before he goes, I want to make.
She can do it. I got nothing to do with hospitality.
Let me tell you better for a second. Calvin, don't worry about your age, because again, nothing before 1987 actually exists.
Exactly. It doesn't matter anyway.
I'm only 35.
It doesn't matter anyway.
I'll tell you what. I'll give NEWH, because I'm the board chair for our programming committee for NEWH in the DC chapter. Our very first event of the year, finally, is on March 28th. It's in Washington, D.C. We're not as advertised on LinkedIn. I'm working on that, but you can find the information on Instagram and Facebook. It's going to be a fun event at the Royal Sands Club in D.C. And if you're in D.C. and you hear this, come on over. We'd love to see you.
Awesome. Yeah. Dave, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a great thing for everybody. Listen, guys, out there, want to wish everybody a very well and happy night's sleep, and understand that sleep is such an amazing and important thing. And I know that because in about a week and a half, I will be getting none of it anymore.
That's a fact.
Take advantage of your sleep patterns, and I will be very envious and jealous of you. And for the next about 2 months after this baby is born, I will just be cranky day Dave every day.
Yeah, we can't wait. We're all looking forward to that.
They can't wait to have you on the show.
Yeah. Craig.
Hey, David, bring up that slide I sent you, would you please?
Ooh. Multimedia presentation.
I hit delete.
I changed the stupid box because I was looking up other stuff.
Kick me out then. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Okay, here we go. Your last tip on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Can you make it bigger?
We've got a shamrock on one side. Shamrocks are one of the many emblems used to represent Ireland and her people.
Yep.
Four-leaf clover is not. Stop fucking using a four-leaf clover. That's all I'm going to say on that subject till next year, because it will be repeated. People don't learn.
Using the four-leaf.
Because people don't learn.
Hey, we had a great conference. I want to thank Glenn for knocking it out of the park, Amy for being an exhibitor sponsor, Ed, always a pleasure. David, you were sort of missed. Calvin, you'll have to join us next year for Click 7.
Absolutely.
Hey, Click Connect goes back into production on Wednesday of next week. We're back with season 8, producer Danny and I. Can't wait for that. We've got great guests right out of the gate with season 8, and then producer Andrew and I are going to start up with California Craig again. We've got a couple of things going there. We're going into Huntington Beach.
Who the hell's producer Andrew?
Craig.
I love Huntington Beach.
That's producer Danny's ex-boyfriend and a former business partner of mine who introduced me to producer Danny. So, and next week, we are going to show you a special preview. Red Bubble, the producer series.
Oh, boy.
All I'm going to say.
Red Bubble.
Will there be a kilt?
Red Bubble.
Make sure you check out the Aloha Craig store for all your Friday night audit swag over at Red Bubble. Yeah. Anything else, Craig?
No, you know what? I think I need to send producer David the volume 2 cup that you have.
Yeah.
I want the black cards.
You will get those as well.
They looked really nice. You showed me them 2 years ago, Craig.
I completely forgot.
And I want to kill.
I apologize.
All right.
Plug? Are you going anywhere next week?
I will be at the Hunter Hotel Investment Conference next week. What was that, Amy? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, Calvin, go do one of those DNA tests. What it is, me and
23andMe,
and see if you've got any Irish in you at all.
You might.
You never know.
Good chance of it.
Or actually, any Scottish, because if you have Scottish in you, then you can find out what clan you belong to, so you can get the right pattern.
It's a whole different.
I know what clan. Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan. It's a whole different
life.
Wu-Tang.
Before you do your shameless plug, I have one last question for Ed. If Calvin did want to go buy a real authentic kilt, like, is there kilt making stores? Did you have to buy them online? Like, where do you get?
Chicago has multiple Scottish stores.
We've got them out here in LA too.
Yep.
Really?
Cool.
I thought you weren't in LA, Craig. I thought you were in Newton Beach or something.
I am in Newport Beach.
Newport Beach. There you go.
Was that a plug?
Yeah, that was definitely a plug.
Shameless.
Craig's working on some room discounts.
No, we got a free album from our good friends at Pacifica. It's vinyl.
Wow, really?
I want to thank them for that. So, and one of the members of the Marquez family is actually playing and singing in one of the songs. Got an original song.
I like that. It's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh, no. See, Suzanne, you're very, very wrong. I do. Not because of the original vinyls, because vinyl has come back, baby.
That's right. It's the type of siding they have on houses now.
Didn't they do a movie about that?
It's called
what?
Siding.
No, they're selling albums in Walmarts again now.
They are?
Mm-hmm. They're expensive. They're like $35 too.
Yes, they are. But you get good ones. You got Back in Black. I mean, Princess 1999. All that stuff is in there. I'm just shocked at what they've got.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow. That's pretty cool. One thing not cool is I'll be at the Hunter Hotel Investment Conference next week. Come see me host a panel with the chief development officers of IHG, Marriott, Wyndham.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, and more. So I'll be there at Hunter Hotel Investment Conference. Then I'll be hosting Remington's annual conference the first week of April. Then I'll be broadcasting live from AHOA in LA. And once that's over, then you could catch me at the Choice Hotels Conference the last week of April. So I'm looking forward to.
I don't have to make show links for the next month and a half. Looking good for the
that's yeah, you're absolutely right. Dave's making some free bucks, so that's exciting for everybody. All right. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. We absolutely love you. Thanks for sharing tonight with us. We'll see you next week back here on the one and only Friday Night Audit.
Aloha. Bye.